copyright notices. If you wish to read, pause the video. The original videos are linked in the description down below. Enjoy. Alright then, so in this one, again, we're going to be looking at Take Our Rights Back. I did say we got a bulk of these in yesterday's video. Here's going to be a bulk of Take Our Rights Back. He did give me permission to use his stuff, so that's what I'm going to do. I do like his content. Quite hard to understand because he speaks really fast, but we'll break down what we can. Basically, in this one is outside of a barracks in London, and this is the interaction he gets, but we'll get straight into it.
Right, I don't care.
We were only reading you, son.
Clear off.
Well, I've told you what we were doing. We're not clearing off, we're on a public highway and we're staying here.
Right, this is a military property.
I'm clearly... Yeah, there, behind there.
Clearly...
Behind there's military. But it is public, yeah?
You've got masks on.
It is public.
Is
this public, sir?
Clear off.
Listen, we weren't even looking to engage with you.
Clear off.
We weren't even looking to engage with you.
Clear off.
I'm on a public footpath, I'm staying here.
Clear
sir.
off,
no.
you're acting suspiciously on military property. It's alright, I'll call the police.
Phone him then.
Awesome. We've just spoke to him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Phone him then, mate.
Cheers, pal. See you later.
You were ruthless, yo.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, because my security in this camp.
We would listen.
So I do think our soldiers should be ruthless. Yes, I do. They are there to protect our country, or fight for our country. Won't really say protect because there's nobody trying to take over our country yet. Russia is probably going to be next. But this soldier's got no right to tell you to move on from this public property. I'm glad you stood your ground and let the police come and deal with it. The police are probably going to come in numbers because you're in London, but let's get on with it.
It's just he's having a bit of a lunatic. We're going to have to wait for the coppers now, aren't we? Yeah, he's phoning the police. It's madness, isn't it, really? Wasting police time like that. You're wasting police time. Really. It didn't even have to come to that, you know, to be fair. We didn't even want to engage with you. We were just, you know, it's a sight that you don't see every day.
We was already gone, man. Carry on, man. Just ignore him. You are dealing with nobody.
Right, I'll come back to you.
That's probably the best thing this soldier did, is just phone the police. It's pointless standing, shouting at people, trying to tell them to move on because they're outside of a military property, even though the military property is back straight onto a public street. He's got no right to tell anybody to move on unless if they're on the property, which is on public street. So the best thing he could have done is just phoned the police and let the police come and deal with it.
They're looking for us. There is 2 units. You don't even know where we are, mate. Right, split them.
Hi there.
Hello, sir.
You alright?
You're on the cab.
That's alright.
Okay.
We've had a phone call regarding you acting suspicious outside the barracks.
Acting suspicious.
Being rude on way.
Being rude. Ooh.
Any idea why?
Being rude, not really. I'd say the one who's being rude is this chap here. You know, I think do you know what, you should keep him back because he's going to escalate the situation. Just by my experience that we've had with him, he'll probably escalate.
Well, he'll be fine. I'll chat to him in a second. Right?
So basically, let me tell you this.
Alright, so I have edited quite a lot of this video out, so if you want to see the full unedited version, go over to his channel and check it out. But on what I have watched of this, I don't think he was being rude. The only one being rude in my eyes was the soldier, the sergeant. But just because he can get away with it with his cadets and everybody under him doesn't mean he can do it to the public. And I do think Take Our Rights Back had a good point to move him away from the situation because he did escalate the situation and he, in my eyes, made a false police report.
Yes, we're on a public path.
Yep.
Doing now wrong, passing with tourists. Okay. So you don't see buildings like this. What caught my eye, I don't know if there's like a yellow sign saying that there's patrol dogs circulating. So I'm thinking, what's that? So we've looked, and as we've come down, there's nothing to suggest what it is. But see where the guy stood there, the soldier. There's a like that, the fence there. So they've got notices. So we're not auditing at all. What's
mate, auditing's completely legal, mate. It's completely legal, isn't it? Obviously, we've been called here. We're trying to figure out what's going on. But if you're auditing, no, all good.
See you later, Sarge. So basically, what?
So I do think Take Our Rights Back is talking a little bit too much. The sergeant hit the nail straight on the head. So he should have just pulled all of his police out, called off all of the units, and got them all to move on instead of staying and chatting with them. But we'll see what happens. Let's carry on.
What we've done is we've read the sign. The guy popped his head out the window and said, "Clear off." And basically, I've just said to him, if we were auditing, let me tell you this, we'd have it all on record, surely. Weren't recording. He started getting a bit mouthy, saying, "Clear off." I said, "Look," I said, "you know what it is? We're trying to see what it was. It drew our attention." He said, "You've got face masks on. You look suspicious." I even removed my mask, didn't have to. I removed my mask to alleviate any suspicion that he had, and he was just shouting and screaming, "Clear off." So basically, I said, "I'm still on a public path. I'm doing nothing wrong. If you want to, you clear off." That was it. That was it. Your sergeant's wrong. Not auditing. I'm a tourist. I have come across auditing before on Facebook, but.
So, like I say, I do think Take Our Rights Back is talking a little bit too much. I do think sometimes you do have to explain yourself depending on the situation you are in, where it is to relieve any suspicions. In this case, the sergeant's already said they're doing nothing wrong because he believes they are auditing. Take Our Rights Back said it. If it was, the video wouldn't have started the way it did. So I don't believe there was auditing at the time, but it did turn into an audit. So, yeah.
We can see how young made sergeant, can't we?
Hello, how are you? You alright?
We can see how young made sergeant, because you're wrong, you know.
I'm what? Sorry?
You're wrong.
I'm wrong? Why am I wrong?
Because we're not auditing.
Okay.
Simple as that.
I don't want to argue. I'm not going to argue.
I'm not arguing.
I'm not going to
Why is it an argument? We're having a conversation.
You're raising your voice then.
So, like I've just said to your colleague, we were walking down this place, never seen this place before in my life. We see a sign, a yellow sign, saying patrol dogs. Okay. So obviously it's drawn my attention. Yeah. We're looking. As we've come down there's no to suggest what it is, but as we've got to the gate where that guy's come out, there's some signage. So we stood reading the signage, he slid a window open, going, "Clear off, clear off." I said, "Oh, it's all right." I said, "We're just trying to find out what this place was, that's all, sir." All right. So he starts shouting, "Clear off." So we're reading. So basically I said to him, he's saying, "Oh, you've got a mask on, you look suspicious, I'm phoning the police." So I removed my face mask for him to try and alleviate any of that. And he was shouting, "Clear off," and I thought it was a bit rude. We're on a public highway. You know, if you're going to have buildings like that that's secure, it's going to at some point it's going to arouse.
Are you happy to remove your face mask now?
No.
Okay.
No, but you can ask that guy you've had it though.
Okay then, so if the sergeant was 100% sure that there was auditing, he should have already pulled all his officers away and not used all these resources on two people which are just filming in public. He should have used it to go and catch some of the moped thieves or the stabbings and the gun crime and all the stuff that's happening in London. The watch robberies, all this sort of stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening in London, but yet they've got so many resources for two people recording. And a building like that in London is going to get photographed. People are walking up, you won't say that, you won't be able to tell that's a military base or a barracks until you get to the front gate where it clearly states it's a military barracks.
Yeah, only to try and alleviate for them.
You know what the building is now?
I do know what the building is now. Yeah.
We're happy.
Super.
Yeah, happy.
Right.
Sarge, if you want to go, you know, no one's keeping you here.
We are, mate, we are.
Right, see you later then, Sarge. But yeah, that's all. We weren't even auditing, mate. We weren't auditing. We were passing by. Simple as that.
Do you live local, do you?
No. I don't.
Where do you live then?
I live at home.
Where's that? Where's that?
Where I live.
Where's what part of the country?
Right up the north. Do you know why? I'm saying that? Do you know why I'm saying that? I haven't done nothing wrong. You know,
No, that's fine.
I'm entitled. You know,
You can see though, I'm sure, why.
And do you know why? Do you know what? To be fair, right, we could have just disappeared. You would have been looking all over for us because he's saying the suspicious guys.
Doesn't matter,
so
does
that's
it?
why we stood here. But do you know what we done? We removed ourselves from the situation because we could see he was clearly getting that aerated. So we moved ourselves here and waited for you because we didn't want to waste your time. I did say it when you're wasting time. We're trying to be.
But it's not an unpleasant.
Do you know what I mean?
Is it? You've spoken to us.
No,
we've
but
spoken
really,
to
I'm
you.
sure you've got better things to be doing, haven't you?
So far, I do think this interaction has been pretty good. The police haven't tried pushing any situations, trying to get any details or anything like that. They've had a conversation, established some facts, and then they're just waiting to go. As you can see, the sergeant's trying to get his officers to leave now because he knows exactly what's happening. But so I can't fault this interaction at all. I would say Take Our Rights Back is talking a little bit too much. But apart from that, there's nothing, is there? It's a nice, clean interaction.
We do,
You know, and I did try and explain that, but we did. That's like I say, I removed ourselves because he was getting aerated. I thought we stay there, he's going to get more upset. You know, it's no good for him. He's already lost his hair. I'm not surprised. You know,
no worries.
But yeah, I'm sorry that you had to get called out. Like I say, we weren't auditing, guys. And if I was, I'd tell you, I've come across auditing. Like your other sergeant said, it's not against the law. I'd tell you I was auditing if I was auditing. Wasn't auditing, we just passed by. It's a quite secure site, because up there they've got something, which that's all it was. It just drew our attention, so, you know, I even removed my mask for him, I didn't have to. You know, but it's just a shame that, you know, how many units just turned up? 2 units on blows and toes.
Yeah, are you going to be staying around here?
Well, I'd rather not ask you that. Well, no, here, right now. No, because do you know what it is? It's aerating. He's got a little bit of an attitude, him.
So I wouldn't say the sergeant's got a bit of an attitude. I would say he knows he's very busy and he's got a lot on work in the streets of London, and he just wants to get this interaction over and done with so he can continue with actual real policing. He knows this isn't real policing. He come and said that it's auditing and tried to get him away as soon as.
Honest? Hey, you Sarge! You want to settle down, you? Honest? Can tell what kind of police officer you are. See you later, have a good day. Have a good day.
Take care, lads.
So that was a bit of a madden.
Crazy, that.
So yeah, the Sarge, one of the sergeants, the auditing. Guys, the bottom line.
Alright then, so my opinions on this. I don't think the police did bad. They didn't push any situations. They didn't go hands-on. They established the facts and then moved on. I'll Take Our Rights Back talked a little bit too much. Didn't really give anything away, so he still did good. But like I say, he talked a little bit too much. He didn't give anything away. He's a good auditor. I like him as an auditor. He's brilliant. But sometimes he does talk a little bit too much. This interaction overall, I think, was a good outcome, good interaction. The police didn't thingy. The soldier was a bit high rate, but it's just one of them things. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does open YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.